welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for stopping by today. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show, and whatever you may be doing. Roy Upton will be along in the second portion of the show. Roy's excellent. I like that guy. Got an interesting background, interesting training in Chinese medicine, Ayurvedic, well-trained, schooled in that arena, herbs. Yeah, unassuming guy. He's pretty authentic. He just lays it out there. Not a lot of filters going on with him. He just tells you what he's thinking and feeling, and that's good for the show. I love that.
He is a plethora of knowledge, isn't he?
Well, he's smart. He is smart. I like smart people. Good people. Got to start with good first, right? I've worked with a lot of pretty talented people in my career. Some of them, not nice. Just, yeah. Being smart is not everything. Start with good. Let's go there. And then we'll build on that. I'd rather be with a bunch of good people that just have to work hard than a bunch of smart people that are just horrible. And it's just unpleasant. My goodness. I'm sure you've experienced that in your own life. And, it's just not good, not fun. It affects everything. It affects your health. It's so stressful. I'm going to report on some stories that seem to fall in the category of you can't make it up. As I was putting them together, I'm thinking, wait a minute. This is fiction. This is fiction. No, these are strange. For some reason, I've been on this theme this week, parasites and, pathogenic microorganisms. And, oh, my goodness, that's come up 2 or 3 times already this week. It's going to come up again today. Insects. Yeah, well, that's part of our existence, I guess. But these stories, you just can't, they fall in that category of you can't make it up. And we always invite you to join in, even if it's not what I'm talking about. There may be something that you come across that you would find that you found interesting and you'd like to share with others. And it is about learning. Yesterday, speaking about learning, I called Spectrum. Huh. And I'm moving, and I wanted to, inform them, and they have to send out somebody. They got to redo the whole package and this and that. So I'm talking with the agent that's working with me, and she says to me, "Weren't you a professor at US?" I said, "Yes." She said, "I was one of your students." Huh. And I said, "Really?" And then she told me her name. And I sort of recall the name, and she said, "I want to thank you and for what you taught me." And I'm thinking, okay. And I know she was in my communication theory class, and and I know I substituted for a couple of my colleagues, and she was in one of those classes. One time I was a guest speaker. She says, "I remember one time you came in and she mentioned the professor's name, and you gave us a talk on power." And I remember that lecture. I had this lecture put together on power. And she said, "You really helped me. You helped me make some decisions in my life." And she was going on and on about it. I'm thinking, my goodness. And she was so effusive in her gratitude. And it's humbling, right? And this was many years ago. And and she says, "I still have my books. I use what you taught me to this day. And she was excited and about it all. And I'm thinking, my goodness, it is about learning, and how you can make a difference in somebody's life, sharing ideas and trying to educate. The best teachers are the best, turn out to be the best students. It's my opinion. I think I'm a far better student than I am a teacher. But it was a nice moment. She's a grown woman, whatnot, but still teaching in a different way. And I never presume a complementary relationship when teaching, meaning I'm one up and the student is one down. That's not a good idea. I like to see it as more symmetrical. You have just as much to learn from the student as you have to teach them or teach the student. That's my view, but that's just me. But it was a nice moment, and I hope that whatever we do on this show, whether I say something or guests come on to the show, that it can make a difference in your life. That's what we're trying to do, and to do it in an unpretentious, humble way. Just trying to be a messenger, a good messenger, and a good example. We're going to have a guest come on in the future. We're going to book him. Met him yesterday. Remarkable story, and I won't give it away now. But there's lessons to be learned. So he exemplifies several of the things that I promote on the show and talk about and believe in. And he's a living example of how you can change your life. And we'll get him booked. It was nice to meet him.
I saw that picture and was just amazed.
Yeah, the transformation. We won't give it away. Before and after. Oh my God.
Yeah, if you're not taken back and breathless after that one, you have issues.
Pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
Pretty remarkable, Gary.
I know.
It's inspiring.
What?
I mean, isn't it good to be around people that from whom you can learn, that are good examples, that are smart, that
it puts you in a better frame of mind. And then if you're in a better frame of mind, then I think that you're healthier because you're not walking around as a sourpuss grump, as my mom would say.
Right.
And it's one of those things because you get out then you can influence people and make them happy.
Sure.
What is it? A smile is.
I don't know that saying.
There's something about a smile being not addictive, but
your effect on people is not just biology. It's your psychological life, your emotional life, and being surrounded by people, being connected to people that are passionate, good at what they do. I mean, that just
a smile is contagious.
I was just going to say you beat me to it. It's very contagious. As a musician, I always try to play with musicians that were at the top of their game, the best, better than me. Most of the time, I would try to find musicians that could play better than I could. Always, it's exciting, right? Come back. I'm going to share with you these stories. Well, you'll see.
They're head shakers.
They are head shakers, and you'll say, really? Wow. When I used to listen to health talk shows, I still do. They would always talk. About, the same thing. I try to find things that are interesting and intriguing, things that expand us, move us beyond, that are provocative, that open us up, introduce you to. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Growing. Got to grow. Got to change. Got to grow. Sometimes uncomfortable. Got to get out of your comfort zone.
I'm Joy McCarthy, holistic nutritionist, and I expect more from my multivitamin. I've researched many vitamins, and what's truly different about Every Woman's One Daily from New Chapter is that it's fermented with probiotics and whole foods and gentle even on an empty stomach. Every Woman's One Daily helps you feel good every day, giving you immune, energy, and stress support, and nutrients for bone and heart health. You will notice a difference. Every Woman's One Daily recently won the Best Multivitamin Award, and I love that it's non-GMO project verified. Discover the wisdom of nature with New Chapter.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce.
Local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. Be careful what you eat, and this story sort of captures that. So, there's this fella in Florida, and he goes to a restaurant. He's just going out to get something to eat. And he decides he's going to eat some oysters. He's 71 years old. He's going to eat some raw oysters. Probably had a brewski. Who knows? This Florida, eating raw oysters is pretty common, wouldn't you say? I mean, maybe in your neck of the woods, if you're up in the Northeast, I'm sure everywhere. People, I'm not a fan. Never I think I tried it once and I spit it out. I don't get it. Looks funny, smells funny, tastes funny to me. It doesn't pass my criteria. So this poor fella, he goes in, eats the raw oysters, and he dies. I kid you not. Man who ate raw oysters at a Florida restaurant, they said, has died after contracting an infection from the Vibrio vulnificus bacteria. Vibrio vulnificus bacteria. My goodness. The 71-year-old man ate the oysters he was in Sarasota. That's just down the road from here a little ways. Nice place. Been there many times. It's beautiful there. Goes in a nice restaurant, I'm sure. And he died 2 days later. A quote from a Michael Drennan, Disease Intervention Services Program Manager at the Sarasota County Health Department, said this, quote, "We have an individual that consumed some raw oysters and to the best of our knowledge had no exposure to salt water, became severely ill and passed away." Close quote. The health officials say that the bacteria is found anywhere in salt water at any time and can also be found in raw or uncooked shellfish. This is why I don't eat these things. It's a food, for me, it's a food safety issue. And I know people enjoy them. I get it. I'm fine. Have at it. But quote, he says, Mr. Drennan, "We tell everybody, regardless of age or immune status, that they should avoid eating raw," thank you, Mr. Drennan, "or uncooked shellfish or seafood, or avoid being in the salt water when they have an open wound or lesion on their body," close quote.
What? That don't make no sense.
Well, apparently when you have an open lesion or wound, you're in salt water. I mean, bacteria, you have these microorganisms that live in the ocean or in the Gulf, in salt water, whatever.
Right.
It's true. And you can get an infection. Common symptoms for this being infected with this particular bacterium are fever, diarrhea, vomiting, and can progress severely and quickly to the point of hospitalization. In rare cases, Mr. Drennan said that bacteria can become flesh-eating disease. He said that's usually not the case when someone consumes the bacteria. Usually their symptoms are more gastrointestinal, close quote. I mean, my goodness. The man went into a restaurant to have a meal, and 2 days later he's dead. It's food safety. And I know the raw foodists some of them take things to an extreme. They eat everything raw. There's some foods that need to be cooked, man. You got to get that into your thick head. You're putting yourself at risk. I'm just saying, trying to give you a heads up. 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. So there was a woman in Arkansas. All right. We've all, I'll bet most of you've had this experience, but not the experience she had. The experience of seeing what? You know those little brown recluse spiders? Out where Gary lives, they greet you at the door. They open the door. They're big. You live out there, I know you hang out in these places called Green Swamp and whatnot. And I don't know.
I'm actually scared of the spiders because you don't know after you don't know if it's a mosquito bite or a spider bite. And then once you figure out it's a spider bite,
well,
you're in trouble.
This woman, Kiara Bolton of West Memphis, she reported to WREG that she noticed a spider bite on her left foot. Okay. And she thought it was a brown recluse spider. So she took things into her own hands, and she went to the doctor. She was worried about side effects of it, and which include pain at the site of the bite, skin lesions, joint pain, and sometimes seizures. We're showing you a photograph of one. I've seen these many times, these recluse spiders. She went to the doctor. Doctor prescribed antibiotics. Okay. Guess what? 3 days later, Miss Bolton, one of her toes turned black and was amputated. But that's not the worst of it. They had to end up amputating her left leg above the knee. I told you, these are in the category of you can't make it up. I've had those. I'm sure many of you have had that. You wake up in the morning, you got this welt on your face or on your leg from a spider bite. I have the exterminator comes to the house every month. That's not, yeah. Come back. Around here, I know many of you eat meat. I get it. I respect your choice. I think now they've gone too far. I'll explain when I come back.
Is getting a good night's sleep a challenge?
I'm Joy McCarthy, holistic nutritionist, and I expect more from my multivitamin. I've researched many vitamins, and what's truly different about Every Woman's One Daily from New Chapter is that it's fermented with probiotics and whole foods and gentle even on an empty stomach. Every Woman's One Daily helps you feel good every day, giving you immune, energy, and stress support, and nutrients for bone and heart health. You will notice a difference. Every Woman's One Daily recently won the Best Multivitamin Award, and I love that it's non-GMO project verified. Discover the wisdom of nature with New Chapter.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Figures Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9. August the 5th, 2013, something happened for the first time. And I'm not making it up. What happened on August the 5th, 2013, the world's first lab-grown, lab-cultured burger was cooked and eaten at a news conference in London. Scientists from Maastricht University in the Netherlands, there's this professor, his name's Mark Post. He's now known within the context of what's called cultured meat. Okay, it's meat grown in a lab. Cultured meat is not, you're not aging it. You're growing it. He's now in that context. That's where he's made a name for himself. He took the stem cells from a cow and grew them into strips of muscle and then combined them to make a burger. I kid you not. I've reported on this before, but it came up. Why? Last week, the FDA had a meeting. You know, they like to have meetings, the FDA. They meet a lot. Especially when they come visit your labs. They want to sit down and talk to you. My daughter can tell you all about that because she's a virologist and she works for pharmaceutical companies. She's a consultant, and she's always dealing with the FDA and helping these companies trying to get past inspection. So they like to meet. They had this meeting last week. And they're concerned about lab-created meat. And the story that's trending right now, it's being reported that most Americans believe that lab-grown meat should be labeled from conventional meat. Well, I would hope. My goodness, I would hope so. You need to put your mic on, buddy.
That scares me. I do.
Okay, I'm not making.
Tracked. I am labeled and tracked.
Well, remember I said these stories fall under the heading of you can't make it up. The meat is sometimes called culture meat or synthetic meat. I'm sure they're going to come up with some marketing terms that are going to make this more acceptable. Now, meat eaters, maybe you think this is a great idea. For me, I'm not. No. The study was done by Consumer Reports. They did a telephone survey. 49% of the survey respondents said lab-grown meat should be labeled as meat, but there needs to be some explanation about how it was produced. Another 40% of the survey respondents said it should be labeled as, quote, something other than meat, close quote. And only 5% thought it should be labeled as meat without any further explanation. Those are the people that are eating meat with their meat. They don't care. I heard of fake news. This is fake meat. Well, is it fake? I mean, it came from an animal, the stem cells. I don't know. Would you eat it?
No.
I don't know. Even Stephen would eat it.
I mean, I had the
Stephen, would you eat it? Would you eat?
Give me a quick synopsis again. I was doing a couple of other things.
They're growing meat in a lab, and the FDA had a meeting last week, and they're looking at the safety issues. And I should tell you what the FDA is concerned about in growing the meat. You can have bacteria can develop, and you can get all kinds of health issues going on. But would you eat lab-grown meat if it was in the grocery store?
I don't know. That's a tough one. I mean,
I'm surprised for you to say I don't know.
I mean, I'll get down on those half shells, the oysters for sure. But yeah, lab grown meat, I don't know. I can understand why they would do it. I mean, obviously that would really put a huge dent in a hunger crisis throughout the world and everything.
Well, they're concerned about.
And you talked about the contamination, but we still get that in just the regular production of meats.
Here's what the FDA, Michael Hansen from the Consumer Union said. Stephen, he said, by an overwhelming margin, our survey found that consumers want clear labels identifying meat produced in the lab from cultured animal cells, close quote. Federal regulators should ensure that emerging food products are clearly labeled so consumers can make informed choices for their families and easily distinguish them from conventional meat, close quote. So here's what they do. They take the cells, they'll take stem cells. Stem cells are those cells from which other cells stem or grow. And from an animal, and they grow them in a mixture of vitamins, lipids, amino acids, and growth hormones. They put them in a nutritional culture, if you will, and grow them. Yeah, isn't that? I mean, think about that for a second. You got Betsy the cow out there in the pasture, and then you have a petri dish, and you're growing the meat. I mean, for me, it's not an issue other than to inform you, make you aware. You will see this they're saying within the next couple of years, it's going to be, you're going to go into the meat counter, and I think it needs to be labeled.
Yeah, I think so too. But what about all the other food products and things that we consume that are prepared or created in a similar way? Aren't there many other products, whether it be, chips and things like that, or that are just heavily engineered in order to get onto the shelf?
Yes, that's true. Engineered is the right term, Stephen. But there's something about when you're growing an animal product, making chips and all these other foods that are so highly processed, you're starting with a raw material that is not as controversial.
Yeah, that's understandable. And this isn't a food product per se, but the things that they are able to grow in labs, like human ears, to attach to someone that had an accident or something like that.
I'm good with that.
There's not much of a difference, is there?
Well,
I mean, obviously we're not consuming that.
Yeah, exactly. Though that's the thing, and
I don't know what the technique to grow different human parts or body parts are, but here they use vitamins, fats, lipids, amino acids, growth hormone. Well, I'd have to look and see. I never looked at that, Stephen. How they grow? They can grow nose, ears, and whatnot, and that's good because people become disfigured due to accidents and whatnot, cancer. That must have been an interesting meeting. In testimony at the FDA meeting, Mr. Hansen said that vats of solution in which the lab meat is grown can become contaminated with disease-causing bacteria, viruses, fungi, and mycoplasma. Oh, yum.
Almost 52% of men experience erectile dysfunction and benign prostatic hyperplasia. If you've had challenges with virility, sexual health, or low energy, Body Vigor's Alpha Extension may be the answer for you. Body Vigor's Alpha Extension can help revitalize your alpha male and extend your love. Our formula is one of the highest quality nutraceuticals available, formulated to support the processes involved in promoting a healthy male sex drive, energy, and stamina. Alpha Extension has 2 powerful herbal blends, Virilla Max, which focuses on male sexual health, and T-Pump Activator, which helps balance your testosterone levels. Revitalize your alpha male with Body Vigor's Alpha Extension, exclusively available on Amazon.com.
To 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. Lab-grown meat. My. They're in a big, just to put a button on that story, it's not as benign as you think in terms of, it's just a business. There's a lot of back and forth, a lot of pushback on this, and you can probably guess who some of the people, the United States Cattlemen's Association is not excited.
I bet Tyson isn't.
And Tyson's not excited either. Oh, well, that's not true. Tyson and Cargill have invested, Gary, money in lab-grown animal protein.
Really?
Yes, sir.
They are building a facility outside of Atlanta, Georgia, Tyson is, that it's almost 2 miles around.
Think about it. You don't have to mess with the cattle.
Yeah.
It's easier. We can produce the meat. We can produce greater quantities of meat, they're thinking, and we don't have any the cost. Think about the reduction in cost. There are some environmentalists that make the argument that it's better for the planet because you don't have to have all of the manure and whatnot, creating, all sorts of environmental issues. So these meat producers, particularly beef producers, question whether it should even be called meat. There's a woman named Rhonda Miller. She's the former president of the American Meat Association. She called it cultured tissue in her presentation. She said, quote, "Meat scientists do not have enough information on cultured tissue to determine whether it should be called meat," she said, pointing out that lab-grown meat companies have exactly made samples available for the study. Then there's the Cattlemen's Association. I don't know. It masquerades under different names now. They call it clean meat, in vitro meat, cultured meat, pure meat, safe meat, meat 2.0. You can just see the marketing minds, just the wheels turning. You're going to see this meat in your stores. If you're a meat eater, have at it. I'll pass. Clean meat. People such as Danielle Beck, that was reported. Danielle Beck is a lobbyist for the National Cattlemen's Beef Association. They get really mad. The Cattlemen's Association calls it fake meat. And has the U.S. and said that the U.S. Department of Agriculture, not the FDA, should regulate this particular issue. There's another name they have for it. It's called craft meat, like craft beer. Yeah. Well, there you have it. 877-897-8255. Arby's. We got the meats, right? That commercial, that guy's voice. That's a great from a I listen for the marketing of all these. Arby's got it down pat, man. They really know how to market their product. I don't know which company they're using. I could find out. A marketing company. Probably somebody on Madison Avenue. I've worked with those companies on Madison Avenue, Gary. Some of the big firms, the advertising and marketing firms. Let me tell you something, buddy. They got some of the smartest and the brightest people working for them. And the graphic artists, I mean, they got it locked. And when you walk into their offices, and it's usually in one of these tall buildings on Madison Avenue and multi-floored, they will have a room, and in showcases, they will have their history of marketing achievements. And you walk through there, it's like a museum, and you talk about a lesson in social influence and persuasion and changing behavior and getting people to behave in certain ways. It's remarkable. And so when I listen to these, that's my background, and when I listen to these commercials, that's what's running through my mind. Arby's, I mean, they know how to do it.
You know who does the voiceover?
Who is that?
You want to guess?
No.
It's Vin Rhames.
The guy from Green Mile.
Is that right?
Vin Rhames, yep.
We got the meats. Oh, my goodness. That big dude, the big guy.
Yeah.
Big old fella.
Big guy. I like that movie, Green Mile. Tom Hanks, right? Did you see that movie, Gary?
Yes.
It was good. Remember the little mouse? He had the little mouse.
Supposed to be filmed in Florida.
He had the mouse?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We got the meats. They sure do. Have at it. The guest that we're going to have on the show will give you a testimonial as to why it's a good idea to embrace the plants. This guy has a story to tell. We're going to get him booked as soon as we can. I spent about an hour with him yesterday here at the station. He came by to see me. And, I'm very patient. I'll sit and listen. And a lot of people approach me with all kinds of ideas, and a lot of it's just nonsense. And I just listened to this guy, and I was listening to his story. And then he showed me some photographs, and even Gary was taken aback.
I mean, it shook. Like I said, it's a head shaker. You look at him, and you're like, wow.
A different person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Roy Upton's going to be the guest in the second hour. Roy is excellent. And today, we're going to be talking about, there's several, he works for Planetary Herbals, and he's just so smart about herbs and alternative medicine, natural approaches, and he's sensible. He's not a crackpot. One of my criticisms of the world of natural health, it's just populated with a bunch of nut jobs. They're telling people to do all kinds of crazy things that put people's health at risk. Many of them have fake credentials, claim to be doctor this and doctor that, doctor who, doctor no, doctor nobody. And they got that some certificate online or a degree. I spent 15 years of my life beyond high school, almost 20 years, getting credentialed. And these people go for 15 days, and then now they're a doctor. There's too many of them running around. They won't get on this show, but Roy's the real deal. You'll like him. Plain spoken guy from Boston with the accent and everything. Well traveled, lived in China. I like him a lot. I respect him. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition. We take a look at it all.
Women who are pregnant or planning to have a child have specific nutritional needs. Maintaining optimal nutritional intake is important for mother and baby. Body Vigor's Preferred Prenatal can help mother and baby receive the appropriate building blocks for growth, development, and healthy function. The Preferred Prenatal formula provides essential vitamins and minerals, along with added support ingredients such as folic acid and DHA. Preferred Prenatal also incorporates a bonus herbal blend to help the mom-to-be with the uncomfortable side effects of pregnancy, like nausea, vomiting, mood swings, and uterine health. Support a healthy pregnancy for you and your baby with Preferred Prenatal, exclusively on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. And welcome to the show. Thanks for stopping by today. Roy Upton's my guest, as I mentioned in the first portion of the show. Roy is staff herbalist with Planetary Herbals. Going to get Roy on here in just a moment. I wanted to report, though, before bringing Roy on, about a story that's trending today. I caught my eye because the statistics associated with the story. You'll see what I mean. A new study has identified this troubling trend, and it's dealing with deaths due to cirrhosis of the liver. 49 out of the 50 states have seen a rise in cirrhosis of the liver and people dying from it. That's amazing. My mind went to why are people drinking more, consuming more alcohol? Now, cirrhosis can be caused by several different health issues. It's not just alcohol. You can have hepatitis C and fatty liver disease, right? But the researchers observed that in the United States, an increasing number of people acquire it due to excessive alcohol consumption. A Dr. Elliot Tapper, he's a specialist in liver health from Michigan Medicine of the University of Michigan, noticed that in 1999 to 2016, that period of time, the number of deaths caused by cirrhosis increased in 49 out of 50 states. That's what caught my eye, the pervasiveness of it. And the such alcohol-related death, explains Dr. Tapper, quote, means decades of lost life, broken families, and lost economic productivity, for sure. In addition, medical care of those dying from cirrhosis costs billions of dollars, close quote. I understand that. Why? What is going on in the culture or in society that's causing people to consume more alcohol to the extent that they're cooking their liver, destroying it? Is it the tone and tenor of the culture? Lots of stress, the negativity, what? It just doesn't happen for no reason. I mean, why are people drinking more? Alcohol's been around a long time. We tried prohibiting it. That didn't work, and nor should we.
It's one of the things I think it is these little microbreweries keep on popping up. And
well, why do you think they keep popping up? Because there's the demand, Gary. There's the demand. These are businessmen. These are business people, men and women. Those microbreweries, I mean, they're investing, it's a little microbrewery, costs millions of dollars to get those things off the ground. They're doing it because they know they can make money.
Well, with the one that was here, the famous one that's here in Tampa, Cigar City Brewing, they started with $63,000. Okay. They ended up selling it to Green Mountain Brewery.
For how much?
$105 million.
Thank you very much. Okay. So it's interesting. The story unto itself, the surface, yes, it's compelling. I get it. But what is going on in the culture? I thought you'd like to know. Those stories I reported in the first portion of the show, they fall into the category of you can't make it up. I looked at everything from a spider causing a woman to get her leg amputated to a man dying in Sarasota, Florida, from eating raw oysters to lab meat, fake meat, cultured meat. Can't make it up. Well, now we'll make a sharp turn and turn to Roy Upton, herbalist, staff herbalist for Planetary Herbals. Roy, welcome to the show. You can bring us back to normal, maybe.
I don't know about that. I mean, as soon as you said lab meat, you almost lost me there.
Roy, they're making meat in the lab. They're taking stem cells and they're growing them in a culture where they have vitamins, lipids, amino acids, and growth hormone, and they're literally growing the meat and making burgers and whatever. And it's gonna be in stores within the next couple of years. And the FDA.
So what do they do? They call that faster food.
Well, they're Cattlemen's Association, and there's a lot of back and forth. They're upset about it. They call it fake meat. I don't have to worry about it because I don't eat meat. I have to worry about it only in terms of the health of the consumer and reporting on it. But yeah, we try to cover the bases around here. Those stories were so unusual. A lady got bit by a spider and ends up losing her leg up to her knee. The guy goes into a restaurant in Sarasota, orders some raw oysters. He's dead in 2 days.
Yeah. No, we've seen the spider thing happen out here where some people get bit in the nose and literally cause a hole in the nose that doesn't heal over for more than a year.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is crazy. How you been, man?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Besides talking about lab meat.
I always like when you come on. I was telling the audience a little bit about your background and training. I mean, you have such an interesting background. One of the things I said before you came on, I said, Roy's the real deal. One of my criticisms of the natural products industry and the world of natural health is that there are so many people with such fake credentials. They get a certificate, now they're Dr. So-and-so. I've spent 20 years of my career after high school getting educated, getting degrees, advanced degrees, worked very hard, and these people don't even spend 20 weeks, and now they're called doctor. I know you spent decades getting your training and background, together. That's one of the things that bothers me about the world of natural health and the natural products industry. I don't know what your take on that is.
Well, I get different takes. I mean, when I started studying herbal medicine, there weren't any programs. And so we were stuck learning from people who had already had experience with that. Me on Native American reservations or in traditional Chinese medicine clinics. So I was learning on the kind of like an apprenticeship model. And now there are programs all over the country. But when we started, 40 years ago, you didn't have any programs such as that. So I believe in that apprenticeship model, but I also believe in higher education. So,
your classroom was on those. Your classroom was with Native American and all these different cultures. I mean, that's what was your classroom, and you've you managed to put together a repertoire of understanding that many don't have, and I appreciate it a lot. So
thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we do. I have a great regard for the way you approach things. You make sense. You don't overstate. You speak the truth to power. You don't. It's the real deal. I saw your the booking form in The Herbal Way to Better Sleep. Let me ask you, in your travels around the world and wherever, sleep is everybody's human sleep. In our culture, many people take great pride in not having to sleep. I can get along with 3 hours sleep. That's confusing to me, Roy. I don't know.
Yeah, it is crazy.
I don't know what these other cultures, how they approach it, but it seems like how could such a natural thing get so turned upside down,
Yeah, it is, but there's an interesting perspective that other cultures have, that sleep. Some cultures, like the Iroquois culture and Nez Perce, they believe that sleep is the natural world, that the dream state is the natural world, and then this world that we kind of wake up into is a fake world. So they have a different perspective on sleep. And because of that, it's more treasured. It's more desired. Whereas, Trump will be on the radio saying, I can do it 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah. Point of view is important. We'll be right back.
Women who are pregnant or planning to have a child have specific nutritional needs. Maintaining optimal nutritional intake is important for mother and baby. Body Vigor's Preferred Prenatal can help mother and baby receive the appropriate building blocks for growth, development, and healthy function. The Preferred Prenatal formula provides essential vitamins and minerals, along with added support ingredients such as folic acid and DHA. Preferred Prenatal also incorporates a bonus herbal blend to help the mom-to-be with the uncomfortable side effects of pregnancy, like nausea, vomiting, mood swings, and uterine health. Support a healthy pregnancy for you and your baby with Preferred Prenatal, exclusively on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. Over the years, I've done a number of shows on sleep. One of the things I haven't delved into too much, I intend to do it more so going forward, is to talk about sleep as it occurs in different cultures. Traditions, cultural values, local conditions, environments all have an effect upon or a bearing upon sleep practices and attitudes. There is one particular thing that happened, an innovation that really changed sleep patterns, especially in our country and our culture and other cultures too, and that was artificial light. We sleep through the night. Before we had lights, right, like we have now, electricity, Tommy Edison, it was biphasic. People would go to bed very early, then get up around midnight, stay up for a few more hours, and then go back to sleep. Now we're in sort of a monophasic pattern. But when you look at sleep in different cultures, it's really intriguing, as Roy was alluding to, how they perceive sleep, how they go about it, the practices, the sleep hygiene practices, and so on. In our culture, there's lots of stress, lots of medications, lots of whatever that become risk factors for sleep. But so, again, just trying to set a little bit of context here, give a different point of view about things so we can talk about it in an interesting way, not put you to sleep. Roy, welcome back. Do you have any problems sleeping? Do you sleep well?
No, I sleep like a baby. Usually I don't get enough sleep only because I'm working pretty late. I do a lot of writing, but once I hit the pillow, I'm gone, and I stay down until I wake up.
Wow. Yeah, I'm a musician a lot of my life, and I was caught up in a pattern where, I would be having sometimes dinner, finish working, and then go have dinner at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that doesn't go with sleep hygiene, that's for sure.
No. Herbs. In our culture, we have health stores, we have vitamins, whatnot. We have companies like Planetary Herbals that can manufacture these products to help people sleep. Do they use herbals in other cultures to help them sleep, if you know?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, for example, one of the first ones, valerian root, that's been used since at least the 6th century. It actually used to be called drunken sailor because women in brothels would mickey in, sailors' drinks to knock them out and rob them. So this has been, that's not a better part of herbal history, but nevertheless it shows the level of efficacy that even the brothel women knew about herbs, and most doctors don't even know about it today.
I've never heard that story before. That's great. That's good.
Yeah. Now, and the other thing about something like valerian, it's been recognized in the official pharmacopoeias of Europe and of the United States as routinely used for occasional sleeplessness. So this has been recognized worldwide, and also like for valerian in the European Union, it's officially recognized throughout the European Union as a fantastically effective sleep aid.
When I travel to Europe, when I can get out of the yard and go on a decent vacation, I like going to Italy and I like going to Europe. In Italy, for example, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, everything shuts down, man. They close it down and it won't reopen until later on in the afternoon, and then you have dinner around 8 or 9 o'clock at night. Totally different. They sleep in the out. They have that pattern. And what do you make of that? What do you think about that?
I think it just helps us to stay with that biphasic, diurnal kind of cycle that we have going as part of our circadian rhythm. And there's two things worth mentioning. The first is that circadian rhythm that we're totally off because of the artificial light that you mentioned, the TV, and so we don't follow the pattern of nature. That's the first thing. But we're not going to get away from that. But the second thing goes to your issue about the drinking culture, the over-drinking culture.
Yes.
We are a medicated culture. We want stimulus. As soon as we wake up in the morning, we want our cup of coffee to jack us up. And then when we go to sleep at night, we want something to put us down. I call it the Elvis Presley syndrome, right? Something to get you up and something to put you down. But it's not necessarily a healthy pattern. It's better that we follow those patterns of nature. And what it means is not eating too late at night, not taking your work to bed, taking a good book to bed and reading so that you relax into a good night's sleep, and controlling for light and noise. That's all sleep hygiene stuff that we don't pay attention to. But also not taking stimulants too late at night, whether it be the alcohol or coffee or chocolate or ice cream or whatever it be.
Good advice. 877-897-8255. And the health issues associated with disrupted sleep or deficient sleep are manifold, Roy, as you well know. High blood pressure, weight gain, it goes on and on, psychological issues, psycho-emotional issues. And I can't understand why people just brag about, I only need 3 hours sleep a night. What do you?
Yeah, it has to do with productivity. This concept that we always have to be productive with our time.
Well,
and personally, when I wake up, I tell my wife about my dreams. Oh, I had this dream. And I consider it just a normal part of life, where it's just like me going to the park or me going out on a walk or a bicycle ride. There's no difference. There's nothing non-productive about a dream from my perspective. I thoroughly enjoy it.
Well,
and I think if people take that on, maybe they'll look at it differently.
You and Freud. Freud was intrigued with dreams. In 2002, there was a study of 10 major countries, and they noticed regional variations in the way people sleep. When I come back, just interesting how in different cultures where they take a nap, don't take a nap, and so on. I'll explain.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce exclusively on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. Well, as a species, we need to sleep. I mean, we were naturally selected to do that. And when you start reading about sleep and the history of sleep and our ancient ancestors sleeping in groups, that was a way to stay safe. Didn't want to be walking around at night. And so we developed these patterns, and there are different studies out there, and you'll notice that in different parts of the world, people like in Singapore and Japan, this one study showed they sleep for like 7 hours and 24 minutes a night. In the Netherlands, 8 hours and 12 minutes on average. 65% of the population in the UK gets about 6.5 hours of sleep a night. Americans get around 8.5. I find that hard to believe. And people in China go over 9 hours at times. So around the world, there are different patterns for different reasons. My guest is Roy Upton. He's staff herbalist for Planetary Herbals. I noticed that in Planetary Herbals repertoire, Roy, you got chamomile sleep, valerian extract, lemon balm, to name just a few. It seems that you all have thought about this and have put together these formulations to help people sleep. Perhaps you could talk about these products and what their intention is.
Yeah, the first case lemon balm. Lemon balm is one of these underutilized botanicals. People hear about valerian, and they might hear about melatonin. But something like lemon balm, that's been used since the 11th century for helping both to promote a nice night's sleep, but also to promote attention and alertness. So in one way, it's acting as a calmative, a nervine to help settle the system down, but it doesn't knock you out like a barbiturate, for example. And lemon balm is something that you could just drink as a tea. Literally grow it. Almost anybody could grow it in their garden, whether they live in a city or whether they live in the country. They can grow it in their garden and just rip it off the plant and use it as a tea. It's really pleasant taste and very lemony, but also improves the mood. Since about the 11th century, they've said that it drives melancholy away. And there's a lot of anxiety and occasional depression that oftentimes occurs with occasional sleeplessness. So that's an important combination to pay attention to, something that actually calms the mind and gets rid of occasional anxiety. That keeps a lot of people from actually getting to sleep and staying asleep.
What is the I'm sorry. What is the? I'm going to talk about lemon balm for a second. What is the genesis of the compound here for people that would want to know?
Well, lemon balm it contains a compound called linalool, which is also a compound in lavender, and also interestingly is a compound in cannabis. And a lot of docs that are prescribing cannabis for sleeplessness, they're actually choosing linalool chemotypes because they found those are better for helping to sleep. But that's one of the compounds in lemon balm. It's called linalool.
Yeah, and it's used in. Is it used in some cultures more than others? Is it more dominant and prominent, or no?
Yeah, it was prominent in Persia. It was prominent in the Mediterranean, and these days it's very, very popular in the European Union. Like valerian, it's literally recognized throughout the European Union to help calm the mind, ease stress, and promote a nice night's sleep. It's officially recognized that by the government, literally throughout the whole European Union. And here, you really can't say anything about it almost, but it's one of the unsung heroes of the herb world that everybody should know about. Most people know about valerian, and then there's chamomile. A lot of people know about chamomile, but like lemon balm, it has a very calming effect on the nervous system, and that's really why it works. But there are also, in the formulas that we make, there's some other kind of unique things like ginseng. Most people would never think about ginseng for sleeping. They think about it for energy. But the body actually needs energy in order to sleep. When we go into that adrenal overdrive and our mind is racing like a mad train, it's because of this adrenaline and cortisol that's flooding our system. And when we take a tonic like ginseng, it helps to turn that off and actually helps to upregulate things like dopamine and serotonin, which then help to sleep.
You're listening to Roy Upton. He's staff herbalist for Planetary Herbals. I have here a product. You have valerian extract. You alluded to valerian. You also make that at Planetary Herbals. I have that with me here today.
Yeah, and one of the keys with valerian is that it should always be made as fresh as possible because the compounds break down really fast. And then you also have to have an effective dose. You have to have a large enough dosage. This thing about just putting in like 20 or 30 milligrams into a formula, just having on the label, doesn't really work. So you have to have adequate doses, which is why we use an extract so we can concentrate it. But you also have to use it as fresh as possible.
You notice that certain compounds cause dreams to be more vivid.
Compounds themselves, I haven't found that, but specific herbs, like for example, there's an herb called mugwort. That's has a long history of use in promoting dreams, and especially flying dreams. Dreams where you feel like you're flying. So there's that type of history. I've never seen that necessarily correlated with compounds. I'm sure there's data on that, but I'm not a compound guy. I'm a whole herb guy.
Okay, so with certain herbs, in other words, sometimes people will report when they take melatonin that their dreams seem to be more vivid. They'll report something like that. That's not necessary for everybody.
No, but it's probably because they're going into a deeper sleep. They're getting into that diurnal phase. They're getting into a deeper sleep, and so then they can actually experience their dreams more effectively versus going to bed stressed, and you wake up kind of stressed. You don't feel rested, and you don't even remember your dreams. As soon as you hit the floor, you don't remember your dreams because your body, your mind and your body never had that time to really process it because we're in such a hurried culture.
Mm-hmm. Roy Upton, staff herbalist for Planetary Herbals, has been doing this, studying herbs and working with herbs professionally since 1981. I like the idea of what you said, and at one time earlier in my life, I used to record my dreams. I would get up and write them down, and it's interesting what they reveal. That part of I found them revelatory as well as guiding. So it's interesting. You said that when you get up, you talk about your dreams with your wife.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to read anything into it. It's just like it's a continuation of the day, Michael. It's not like it's an interruption of time, and it's not like it's non-productive.
I get it.
I'm watching a movie. I'm sleeping. I'm swimming with elephants. How can you not enjoy that?
Exactly. 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK. Roy Upton is my guest. We come back. We'll continue our conversation with Roy. And I'll have the LTN health question of the day. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition. We're coast to coast, and we're global, where we are interested in your health, wellness, and well-being. We'll be right back.
Are your joints feeling out of date and stiff? Is that old sports injury flaring up? Is your body aching from the daily wear and tear at work? Body Vigor's Joint Ready keeps you at the ready for any joint pain that gets out of line. Unfortunately, as we age, joint pain becomes more common. Body Vigor's Joint Ready can help provide relief so you can continue to go about your day. Our formula contains sulfated forms of glucosamine and chondroitin. Studies show that these sulfated forms are more effective than regular glucosamine bound to hydrochloride. Joint Ready promotes a healthy inflammatory response, facilitates cartilage synthesis, and provides additional antioxidants. Keep your joints at the ready with Body Vigor's Joint Ready, exclusively on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. Talking with Roy Upton today about sleep. I guess, you know, it's I don't know if it's underrated, overrated. I think it may be underrated, but nevertheless, talking about different sleep patterns in different parts of the world, how people think about it, their perspective on it, and whatnot. Here's a very simple question. Australia and Japan, very far apart, different continents here. Which country do you think has the greater average sleep time? Do you think it's Australia, or do you think it might be Japan that has the higher average sleep time? That's simply the question today. It's to underscore the point that it's not the same everywhere. People, you know, in different parts of the world, people sleep in different patterns, sleep for different periods of time, length of time, and so on. Do you think people sleep on average more in Australia or in Japan? If you have the right answer, you can win a $25 supplement gift card. You can go down to your favorite health store and get Planetary Herbals Lemon Balm or their Valerian Extract or their Chamomile Sleep product. How about that? Here's the number to call.
You can reach us at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. And by the way, Jeremiah writes in with a great talk show today. Love it.
Good. See, I keep telling Roy that he's a fave around here. People always like it when he's on. Roy, you know, we have a lot of listeners and viewers that take supplements, and they're dialed into the notion, because I talk about on the show, your supplements won't work unless you take them. And so people get caught up in their day, and all of a sudden they remember, you know, like, oh, geez, I forgot to take my supplements. What supplements should not be taken before going to bed?
Well, usually, obviously, the clearest one of stimulants, chocolate, caffeine, any kind of green tea. Generally speaking, you don't take red ginseng. American ginseng is the one that you could take early in the evening and not have a problem with, but red ginseng tends to be a little bit more stimulating than other ginsengs. So that's the primary category of herbs that you stay away from, obviously, as stimulants.
What about B vitamins?
What about what?
B vitamins.
I've never heard B vitamins actually hurting people with sleep, but vitamins in general you should take with your meals, and you shouldn't be eating late at night because that's going to mess up your sleep. So theoretically, you should be taking your vitamins with meals most of the time so that they break down with the food rather than just sitting in the stomach or, having a stimulatory activity without any food to help buffer those effects.
Yeah, good advice. Let's go to Tampa, Florida. Carolyn, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. So, Carolyn, what do you think? Do you think on average people sleep more in Australia or Japan?
I think the answer is Japan.
You think why would you say that?
Well, I was listening when you addressed that question, and my phone rang about that time and distracted me, so I didn't hear the answer, but
okay, so
it just seems to me it would be Japan.
Okay, so here's the answer. Turns out, and not to worry about whether you got it right or wrong, in Australia, average sleep time is 8 hours, 8.51 hours. That's about 511 minutes. That's what it is exactly. In Japan, it's 7.23 hours, 434 minutes. For some reason, they tend to sleep a little longer in Australia. But I know that you've listened to this show for years, so I'm going to give you credit for the answer anyway, just because you're such a good listener.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much.
It's our pleasure. How you doing? You taking care of yourself?
Yes, I'm doing great for a senior citizen. I would say above average.
Well, yeah. Well, you're way above average. I know that you take care of yourself, and
I try.
I know you do.
And listening to you has helped me through the years. I've learned so much.
Well, thank you very much. It's made easier when I have guests such as Roy Upton on. This is just a different kind of classroom. Classroom is anywhere on the planet, as far as I'm concerned. It can be on an Indian reservation. It can be in the Amazon. It can be at Harvard. I don't care. Every place is a classroom, as far as I'm concerned.
Cruise ship, hint, hint.
You do a great job as the professor of your show.
Well, thank you very much. I think I'm a better student than I am a teacher, but thank you very much. We appreciate you.
Thank you for the gift card, and thank you for the show.
My pleasure. Roy, welcome back. I like these lemon balm, the chamomile sleep, and the valerian root, valerian extract from Planetary Herbals. Any other in the repertoire that you wanted to include?
Well, the one thing that I wanted to mention is there's an herb that's both in our Valerian Easy Sleep and our chamomile sleep formula. That's a Chinese herb that nobody knows about, and it's the most effective herb in those formulas, and it's called Ziziphus. It's the second cousin of Snuffleupagus. Ziziphus is the primary herb used in Chinese herbalism to help promote calmness. And one of the ways it works is by calming the mind and calming the heart. And that's one of the most important principles of promoting healthy sleep and healthy mental well-being, is to promote a calm heart, which then in turn promotes a calm mind. And virtually nobody in the American health food industry knows about this herb, and it's a shame because it should be a superstar. It is in China. It's just unknown here, and we integrate that into our formulas as literally the primary ingredient in the formula, along with the chamomile, valerian, and hops that everybody knows about.
What's the name of the herb? What's the name of the herb, Roy?
Ziziphus.
How do you spell
it? It was the Greek that was...
Oh, yes.
Rock up the hill, Ziziphus.
Yes, got it.
Ziziphus.
Got it. I wonder why. Is he referring? Yes, got it.
Everybody will probably remember the Snuffleupagus comment.
Of course they will. Roy, thank you so much for coming on to the show. Thank you for contributing. Pardon me. Thank you for contributing to the edification of the audience and me and everyone. We appreciate it. We appreciate you and Planetary Herbals. Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, my pleasure, man. Planetary Herbals, sold in fine health stores throughout the United States and those stores that are trying to be fine. Get your rest and sleep. Take a little nap in the afternoon. Put on just take a moment, even if it's for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It'll do you a lot of good. And again, chamomile sleep, valerian extract, and lemon balm, Planetary Herbals. Take them because your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Battling